Okay, so a little disclaimer. This video was supposed to be out ages ago during the release of Chapter 4 of Bendy and Ink Machine. And with school and exams and everything, I kinda got carried away and did not edit the video. So please forgive me and enjoy the video. Hello, my pups of this doghouse. It's the one and only Laura's World.
And Pop95 here.
Welcome back to Theory Duo, where we make theories based off the info we have from the current data of in games, TV shows, and movies.
Please note, there are spoilers in this theory from Chapter 4 of Bendy and the Ink Machine, so if you've not watched or played it already, just remember, you've been warned. But like, seriously guys, it came out over a week ago. If you've not watched or played it already, what are you doing watching this video? It just makes no sense!
And with the disclaimers out of the way, let's move into the theory. First of all, let's talk about the ending. If you have not seen Chapter 4 yet, and you're okay with spoilers, once you defeat Boris, Alice Angel comes running up to you, only to be stabbed at the last second. So basically, she's dead, son. But then you look up, only to be greeted by a good Alice and another Boris. Anyways, roll credits, and after that we are shown a picture of evil Alice laying supposedly dead on the floor and surrounded by Inkhumans. So what do I think? Well, my first thought is that the good Alice Angel is actually Allison, since the evil Alice is almost certainly Susie Campbell, thanks to the info from her audio logs and Alice herself. So what do you think, Purple?
Me? Well, I personally think that isn't a bad prediction, and I agree with you. But in my opinion, I feel like it could be vice versa as well. I don't know why, just something tells me it may be. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But one thing I did notice was the difference between the death of Boris and the death of Alice. When Boris died, he just disintegrated into thin air. Whereas Alice didn't? Okay, something doesn't seem to add up. So, does that mean that Boris wasn't a human after all? Personally, I think that is the case. Kind of. Well, you see, during the majority of Chapter 3, he doesn't show much emotion. Then again, we did have an entire bit where we had to wait for him to just, crawl through the pipes on the ventilation system just to get to open a door. I mean, seriously, how does Ink do that? And also, he kind of does cower when the Ink Demon is near and when he's falling down the elevator and stuff like that. So that kind of doesn't really match with the theory, I guess. But anyways, I guess we'll just never know until Chapter 5 comes out. And fingers crossed reveals all. The next thing I would like to bring up in relation to Chapter 4 is Henry. During the chapter, we see two instances of Henry seeing what looks like... Wait. Are those hallucinations? Would you like to expand on this, Laura?
Gladly. And as you said, yes, from what it looks like, I'm pretty sure Henry is hallucinating. Why? Well, to answer that, we need to look at the two hallucinations that occur during the chapter. The first one is when you're pushing the Bendy books to open the door near the start of the chapter. Everything seems to be, at that point, seems to be relatively normal, but once you push the third book, flashing lights, swinging chandeliers, it's, oh my lord, extremely distracting, to be honest. On to the next one. When you're walking down one of the countless corridors, you are greeted by, let me tell you what. Let's see if you guys can guess what happens. Is it a jump scare, lots of ink, C, something creepy, or D, I don't know, just tell me. The correct answer is, drumroll please, all of them. Yeah. So yeah, you might be thinking, I don't get it. Laura, just explain. Okay. Jeez. So about the hallucinations, what I think this all means is that Henry is slowly going insane and is going to be mentally driven round the bend as seeing all his cartoon creations he drew over 30 years ago come to the third dimension thanks to a machine his old co-worker made to literally murder him.
I mean, did you see that battle between the projectionist and Bendy? I mean, come on! That was freaking epic and scary at the same time, but I mean, come on, I loved it! That was epic! Talking about Bendy, I would like to address a theory that has been floating around for quite a while now. Of course, I'm talking about the theory that the Ink Demon / Bendy is Joey Drew. Personally, I do agree with this theory, but the battle I was talking about beforehand sort of clashes with it. Yes, he was doing it to save Henry, but I mean, come on, he didn't have to kill a projectionist! Therefore, I kind of feel like Joey must have had some other reason to kill Norman. After looking back through some of the audio logs, it looks like Norman thought that Joey was, well, a bit of a madman. Norman's audio in Chapter 3 also says the projectionists see everything. Also in that chapter, Alice says that the Ink Demon hears everything. So does that mean that Joey and Norman Pope were possibly spying on each other? You know, back in the days when they made cartoons? Possibly Laura?
Personally, it does make sense that Joey is indeed Bendy. I mean, the studio is literally called Joey Drew Studios, so it's clear that Joey owns the studio and he watches over everyone to make sure that they're doing their job correctly, so he hears everyone and hears everything, just like Bendy. Anyway, guys, thank you. Please go and subscribe to Purple Pop95.
And also subscribe to Laura's World. This has been Theory Duo,
signing off.